Okay, I hope it works because yeah, there's been like so much crap, like stupid the VTuber software I used, like not VTuber Studio, but like the other one. It absolutely stopped working. Like I don't know. Yeah, I can confirm that the audio works, which is good. Though I cannot see the chat. Oh wait, no chat. Uh, Let me see. Where can I get the chat? I need to get the streaming. So yeah, now I have to like use a different software, and yeah, it's absolute garbage because the I have I like the fucking thing about using VTuber Studio is that like it asks you to pay like what $20 to even use it on phone, which is ridiculous, you know. Like I'm not paying $20 to just unlock to stream easily with my phone, which is just it's just garbage, you know. And I can see the frame rate of the fucking of my VTuber is like running about as fast as like, oh my god, what is with the slowness of Wi-Fi? UK streaming site. Like I might honestly just give me a minute. I might honestly just calibrate. Why is it 6 F? What the fuck? Give me a minute. Oh, that arrived early. Give me like a minute. I'm so sorry. Like I'm getting tired of like not working. Is this really because I use streaming? Yeah, okay, this is like absolute garbage. Do I really have to like go buy literally the fucking $20 to get a like, better experience? again, just why? We have to just do it with it, I guess. Like, I'm sorry if like the it just doesn't work. Seems also that chat is not working, which is I'm just like so tired of this. Why is now everything not working anymore? Like, come on. Is it like now this hard to just not work? Like, honestly, I might just open the package I just received for God's sake, because what's the goddamn point anymore? Even though I already know even though I already know what's inside, you know? Like, I'm not even gonna show it. Like, I'm just gonna give me a minute while opening. Because this game I cannot even get in this country, you know? I had to literally... Oh my god. Okay, there's so much bubble fucking crap around. Shit. How much bubble wrap does it use? This arrived like way earlier than expected, but I'm not gonna complain because fuck yeah. Why is there so much bubble fucking wrap? I'll start soon. Okay, I just wanna get this goddamn package out and yeah. It arrived. Oh, let me just like put it on Twitter quickly. Oh. I'm gonna open that later. Just like now. Yeah, give you. I'm gonna quickly just. Yeah, okay, that should do it. Yeah, welcome to a long stream in a while. Probably gonna take a while till I'll stream again because god damn it, this entire goddamn thing does not want to work with me. But yeah. Get my water because yeah, I need it. I really hate that I cannot use my phone. Especially because now I cannot look that way. Like, I don't feel like getting that, paying 20 goddamn dollars for yeah, for the premium, so I could literally use the They use the mobile phone as a camera. Like I prefer to use like literally the PRP Air Live Arcade kits, rather because that's for artists. You can use that for free fully, but for some reason the entire thing crashes every time I use it. Making it essentially just useless to use. Which, yeah, there's no point in that. So yeah, I have to quite literally use the OBS screen as literally a point to look at, because if I look too far away, I just like literally, yeah, I hate life. Ah, oh well. Yeah, welcome to. Oh, ah, yang yang yang. Remember, guys. Give me a minute. Just testing if like with the music and. Yeah, that seems to be good. Yeah. Ah. Okay. I'll put the volume at the highest, so I know already that regardless will work. But yeah, okay. Welcome to The Letter, or better known as The Letter, a horror visual novel. It's a visual novel game that I have previously played on the channel before. It's been like what? I could actually see that probably. Now that I obviously don't have to use my phone, I could obviously use, this. Um, it's been 1 year ago since I played it, which is wild. I might honestly do it like this. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll do it for now like this, and we'll see. Yeah. So I have to literally do that guy. That guy I have to literally hide because otherwise I have to pay for this. Like, what the fuck is with like the V? Why do you have to pay for this shit? Like, I already paid like enough to get the model ones. So why are you asking more money so I could play it? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Okay, that. Okay. Ah, crap, their controls are not seeing. This is what I mean. This is literally what I mean. End of text is also an issue. Like, crap. This is the best I could do. Otherwise, you know, I'm just gonna lose so much. No, I want to do options. Skip mode, instance, sounds, yeah, gameplay, skip QATs, aka quick time events, just not worth the time. The PC camera for this is like horrible. Like, I cannot get anything good out of it. I literally need like an actual webcam or like anything else because it literally does not work well. Yeah, you have. You just see that there's a lot of stuff. Journal, loads, backlog. I forgot to read that, so I'll do that. Yeah, it's just it's a literal visual novel, but it's like really good. Like, it's very horror-esque, which made it for me a lot. Like, an instant yes, please. Yeah, this is the best I could do otherwise. Yeah, okay, let me. Okay, the Ermenagar Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarden of Luxembourg, and humble and ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and their generosity, never failing to extend helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, there was once a small sleeping village grown to prosperous, bustling town. However, the season of joy eventually ended when the good noble perished at the hands of the Great Plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarden. ... The mansion has stood since 1620s and witnessed a very long time of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually uninhabited. Yeah, keep in mind that the game is pretty heavy on death and stuff. So it's like, yeah, my mouth sit. I really wish I could go back, but stupid fucking. I might just literally make myself very small and do like that. The great house was eventually uninhabited. And that's when it began. Surrounding villages spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls. The filth, the night, and the hearsay of the mysterious woman roaming the halls aimlessly. My tail is in the way. People who dare enter these walls were simply never heard of from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard of the truth, they had Bear Reality Corporation place the property back on sale. Like the Pandora's box, the secret that lies inside to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. ... Good luck. Wait, maybe I should explain it.
Hello?
Oh.
Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
Wait, give me a minute. Let me turn off the music for a sec. So essentially, the literal horror visual novel is the visual novel, but rather than being one player, you actually play as 7 different characters at all. The characters you can see right here: Isabella, Hannah, Zachary, Marina, Rebecca, Ashton, and Luke are all the playable characters. Whenever you buy it on mobile or PC, or aka Steam, you unlock the demo version, which is Isabella's story. You can pay later on. You could pay for a specific amount of price. I forgot the price, but you can buy the rest of the chapters there. And the reason why relationships exist is because the entire game focuses on choices. Depending on what choice you make, will actually will actually, change the outcome of some interactions and beats of the story. AKA meaning if Isabella is a lot more friendly with Zachary, for instance, a lot more openings of other choices or different interactions come there. Something like, say, with, hey, I'm not very close with Rebecca, then it means there's a lot more different choices. It really depends on what in how you choose your relationships, because it will affect how the ending also goes. I've never seen the ending though. I have been to Ashton's story, but I never really finished far. So it's all it's a I do remember a lot of the chapters, but it's been a very long time, so it's very vague. So sorry if I had to ramble about it for a quick sec, but I had to, so you guys all know what the hell this is all about. My voice is gonna die, I believe. And also another lucky thing is that the game actually has voice acting in it, meaning that I don't have to worry about so much. Okay. Hello, Isabella. Are you there? Where are you? Okay. Wait, you could actually re-listen. No, you cannot. Okay. This is Rose, actually. A familiar dearer voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
Ah, fuck! I'm in the way. See, I told you this was the problem. This is such an issue. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here then. Fuck it.
What do you mean, what's the matter?
She's late. Yeah.
It's a mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late.
I remember the good one.
Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised.
Sorry.
Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you?
No.
You chickened out.
No, I did not. Rose, I promise.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
You do. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely, Isabel. So I'm just quickly. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, just... You stay down there, thank you.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rose.
This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Yeah, it is a beautiful mansion, but a very deadly one indeed.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
It is haunted, though.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all.
And what if they are? Nah. Nah, they're definitely not real.
And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything.
I mean, they can spook you. They can haunt you. They can make you scared forever in your life till you fucking die. Or you just commit Sudoku, but I don't know.
They're nothing but spirits.
Yeah, but spirits can spook you, you know? But
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
yeah. Isabel understands how it works.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Yeah, just listen to Isabel, would you, Rose?
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
I might, nah, I'm not gonna say it.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
Isabel, oh, Isabel. Isabel.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
I mean, I could get it, but you would probably, like, look around and already think of, like, catchy ways to sell this property.
Fine, fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. The eye. You know, I'm not even gonna bother about, like, the model being shit. She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as
Who
ever.
was that?
That was Rebecca. I look up from my phone to see Rebecca. Becca. Give me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started?
Also, funny story, whenever you play a different character, they actually use different names for the characters depending on what. For instance, some characters call them, like, by a specific name, especially if they hate them. So if you see, like, a different name suddenly by a character, like, named Rebecca to Becca, it just means that they gave them nicknames for, like, what character you play. Which is it was a nice touch when I originally played it, actually.
You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Ansem Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Yeah. Which could end very badly.
Oh wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about?
See, it's
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps?
yeah, she did. Okay, it seems that not everything is It seems that this... I really need to get better equipment for his streaming, Jesus, because this is just not working out always.
You actually went there? And you're going back?
Yes! Do I look like I want to? It's my goddamn job!
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
It's not about money, you know? Unless you're some fucking billionaire who only cares about money. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it.
She wants just a cash grab. Jesus Christ.
Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
Know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me.
Yeah, true, but like you shouldn't always ask money because then you're in debt with someone and you have to pay them back one day, which is, you know, yeah.
Or Ashton.
Yeah, right. If the cops could fucking do it for you.
We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
Yeah, but like, when is whenever? I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
I would do the same. I would just live off of instant noodles. I don't give a fuck, you know, honestly. She crosses her arm and gripping at her thoughts. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. My voice is already dying off. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching preposterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
Yes, true, but hey, what is better? Paying a shitload of money for some food, or paying cheap money, but it's bad. But at least tasty.
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
No! You're not my... Okay, wait. Okay, now it's safe, so whenever I could just literally do that. Okay, I eat other things too. You're not my mom. Which one would be funnier? You're not my mom. Yeah. The relationship status up. Oh, it's depleted. Sorry. Okay, let me guess.
Hey! I eat other things too.
Oh. No. Oh, shit.
Hey! I eat other things too.
Okay, that helped, but, yeah. I folded my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best frown I could muster. The same one I've used for younger siblings when they're being difficult. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week.
Yeah. Are we go? So sorry. I'm so sorry I left suddenly. Okay, what happened was essentially, I have an issue for some reason. Whenever like I speak too much or something like that, my throat starts to really swell up with a lot of slime and you know, that. And then essentially, a lot of snot from my nose kind of like goes into it and essentially um, um, makes my breathing and speaking more difficult. And just now I had to run to the bathroom to spit it out, and it was like a harder piece. So I have this for years, so there is a possibility that this happens more often, where I have to suddenly just out of nowhere run out and just because I have to, yeah. It's really annoying, because it really has been, that one thing that never seems to get away. I've tried so many things, but it just always gets annoying. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
True, but and now my throat is a lot more clean, so that's good news.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Wrinkles her nose by the time I got better at smallest. She even went a little green on the last one. I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know that she would only eat some more replay from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year.
What happened last year again?
In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. When she turns her attention back to me, there was only a warm smile.
What am I going to do with you?
You're not my mom. She says this more to herself than me, her voice shifting to something kinder and even motherly if I'm looking to exact words.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself.
I mean, I understand Isabel's point. Like, taking someone else's money, unless it's for like a reason, like something like, say, for like a work or like an exclusive subscription, it makes sense. But like just borrowing money, I don't know. I just always feel a bit weird about that also.
The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only get her dropped to the topic, but I'm pretty sure it will never take that. I will never take that offer, ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how a relationship can take a turn for the worse because of a few unpaid debts. Yeah, that's pretty simplistically understandable. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We need to argue about a lot of small things, petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me, and Becca sees Isabel as like her daughter. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me, out, out of my
Well,
thoughts.
enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later.
Yeah, sure.
Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
Oh yeah, I will.
You bet.
With a small smile, she returned to her desk, begins shifting through the pages of her rather thick history book. She probably works on the next week's lesson plan, or trying at least. Her eyes are distant. She doesn't want something too attentive to whatever is on the page. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca started coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to still the sound. This is precisely why I follow her here. For someone who makes a habit of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Right as rain. I love her with the flat look. She had a cold for a couple of days now, something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off or rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine at her doctor's prescription. Jesus. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you.
Rose girl. Becca thinks she's gay. I don't know.
I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile that I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There's no stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it wearily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is the only thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
I love it. I'm already happy I got this. There was a music glam in her eyes when she shifted back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a motherly personality-wise, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. Even if she's not really like an actual mom or something in I don't know.
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Oh god, my model is fucking good. I still love how they make jokes sometimes. Before I can restore it, she case it enough at the clock. I take that as a sign she finally ends the conversation of my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to crash through their thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to property as soon as I leave school. The mansion is some way at the court side, but I don't have trouble giving the driver direction. The elevator music. Why the fuck are you here? Apparently everyone in Luxembourgian City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of the name is enough to give the locals to give cautious silent glance. I learned that ever since I accumulated there, and only boosted by belief there's something more in that house. Even the news of being renovated placed back in the market has been cost quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I averted my eyes from the window once the building shrink in the distance. We got a glimpse of the court side soon, although the quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from the destination. Might as well get some dumb work. Rose did ask me to review the mentioned documents. I already looked over them last night, but I've never known when things may go wrong. Lift has been ways of messing things up like that. Halfway through the reading the papers, my phone ringed again. I picked up without looking. Natalie took it between my ears and shoulder. It's probably Rose again anyway.
Rose?
Guess again.
Ashton! Fuck you! That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Yeah, it's Ash, but it's for Isabella Ash.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Zach.
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
Zach is like the guy who's literally loved the most in the game, actually.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up, Ash. Fuck you. I chuckled and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid Ash hole. Always teasing me whenever I see the chance. I'll show him who's tough. Oh, there's also a journal. Give me a minute. Okay. Before going to Ermengarde Mansion, Isabel Sandra dropped by St. Howard High School to check on Rose Gals. The former reminded that the lad take her flu medicine before leaving. On the way to the mansion, Isabel arrived a phone call from Ashton Frey, reminding her of Zachary Steele's movie premiere that night. It takes place in all of these times, so interesting, obviously. Profile. You can see every character. Okay, let me go over it. Isabel, May 28th. Gimini. What the hell is Gemini? 26 years old. Height is 158 centimeters. Accommodates estate Asian. Nationality Filipino. Religion Roman Catholic. I cannot pronounce this shit. Education. Fine art under the graduation. Likes. Cinnamon rolls. Dogs. Food. Please. Produce drama and telesur comedy. Karaoke. She is the third child amongst 7 daughters of the laundrywoman and the jeepery driver. When she went to public school, she was an average student but took to art easily. Eventually, she pursued the degree in fine arts and encountered by her father. However, when the man was diagnosed with terminal illness, she had to stop studying to make money. It was Isabel's aunt who helped her get work overseas in order to earn more money than any local job could get her. Rose Cooper became her mentor as soon as she started agent at the BRC. It's been 5 years since she met her neighbor Rebecca. She met Ashton during her unfortunate accident involving the first sale at Delvin course, and later Zachary fought him. And then the rest will obviously meet over time. Yeah, okay. It's been a few minutes until I reached the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire probably does look wonderful from the outside. Yet, despite all of that, it does nothing to hide something. It's just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. While Inelsman Village is just a few miles away, everyone keeps their distance on the purpose. Perhaps out of fear of the horror falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's just uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice daily jumps me out of the skin. Without completely taking my eye away from the house, I get to try and confuse thoughts. I pass well. I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-communicable hum. It occurs to me that most have been waiting for the payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out, probably hand him the fare. Like, look, I expect him to leave as soon as I pay, but his expression on him as he said
Is
yes.
there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace. And I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
Yeah. He drove off after, but what he said has left a forbidding feeling in my guts. I breathed out heavily, sighing as I approached the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take a turn. But I've already here backing out completely out of question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I want to go to get the bonus commission one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar, and when I get it, however, while my copy of the key dangles loosely in my hands, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but we have never known her as someone careless. Entering what greets me inside leaves me gasping. They've cleaned every corner, waxing the floor, dusting the antiques, searching nook and cranny the covers, and made it spick and span, all for the sake of making her mansion more antique and modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks like as soulless as ever. As thought it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, this been listed. Just listen to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
I called out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoed softly throughout the hallways. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, I'm kidding. And this place is big. I don't think she will hear me, no matter how deafening the sign of this. She could have be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reach out my phone and dial her number. But
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
what do you mean, has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she's been eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirit her away, right? Right? Dot, dot, dot. No, Isabel, don't be ridiculous. She probably has wandered deeper in the house and lost signal or something. I'll dial her number again, hoping to call by the connection this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy, I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. Dang. No answer. This is going to work. The place is so big, she could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple of steps forward, I notice something move above the grand staircase.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend, I can't really just leave her. I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I try contacting her again. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Dot, dot, dot. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There was a heavy static coming from her sides. I certainly hope it doesn't cut off again before I can answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass as though the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm sick.
Yeah, that's... yeah, it's already starting.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep inside the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder when I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she has just had to go fetch her into the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? My, that is very rude of her. Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet her up, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobbles as I mentally curse the fact that I've been chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange, abandoned houses. Curse you! Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branched off two major wings of the hell, the east and the west wing. There was two attics there, one on each side, but the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going to stuffy storage rooms. So I headed towards the west wing first, where the simple wood door at the end of the hallway opened a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase though, the stairs the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones converted to a thick coast of dust that kicks up the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for light streaming through the door behind me, I most easily stumble and fall. With how old the place is, there's no light fixture to illuminate cramped passage up. Why do they even bother adding one when they renovated? Escapes me. Jeez, they did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Yeah. Okay. Oh god, this is already making me. Yeah, I'm already getting goosebumps actually. What the fuck? It looks exactly as they did the last time I've been here, full of dust worn out and faded by time. Odd, I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. Where's Rose? She's not here. Was I dreaming when I was talking to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No. It couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making me sure I stay alert and awake. I'm sure she said she was here. Is this a prank? It's a prank, bro! It's a goddamn prank! Confirmed. God, Lord Jesus. Or maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Oh, so bad, the curse. Oh no, she got cursed. Shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scary than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? ... Okay. Have I gone into hyper mode? What the hell was that? ... That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must be angry with the spirits living here. I know disturbing this man was a bad idea right from the start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. Do they think I'm cuckoo? I'm cuckoo because I believe the curses and ghosts all that time. Me and that outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always stared after the model employee, but not this time, no. I'm turning back for sake of my sanity. Can find another agent with their who is more fucking realistic to tour peoples around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room. Just to check.
Huh? What's this?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss when I first entered the room, but there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like
A letter?
a letter. The letter! Lying on the ground just a couple of inches away from the feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down to pick it up. Your worst mistake ever made. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days ago, back with the father inspecting the mansion prepared for today. I've been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and it certainly hadn't been there before. Someone must have left this room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, could I? There's only been one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in precise condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough, and words fall apart if so much as I touch it. But with great care, I open it, and what I read shakes me to my core.
What? What? Oh my god.
Help me, 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 oh, fuck me, help me, help me, help me, help me. There's actually a fun fact, there's a collector's edition of this game. Not the limited edition I got for Switch, but there's like a $250 collector's edition I really want actually, but I cannot because currently their shop is on hiatus because the pandemic is still a thing for them for some reason, somehow, I don't know. But when you originally bought it, there was a promo for like the first 20. You could get like a replica piece of the "Help Me" letter, like you're seeing right now. I do hope I can one day get the game or the collector's edition because that's still something on my list. Because you even get the T-shirts. And if I cannot afford the $250, I always can just get the $60 pins for all the characters, which I love. The shirt, I'm not paying $30 for God's sake. Nothing but the word "help me" filled the pages, all of it seamlessly written with a crimson-shaped pen. Or blood. I gulp. The same phrase just goes on until... Send this to 5 people. Or else.
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I sack back to the paper and peek into the envelope. Sure, I'm not missing out a second page. But there's nothing.
No? Oh, please, no.
My hands trembling as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, a sign that greets me next throws me in spots. Hello, I'm the foot goddess. Now I'm gonna rate these feet. These are 0 out of fucking 10. Fucking get the fuck out of this. What the fuck is this? A pair of blood-soaked feet entering my field of vision, covered in gasping wounds, with skin eating away to reveal flesh, bones, and all manner of things isn't meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch me in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Be brave and look up. I need to face it. Yeah, you can see the branch story. If you don't look, you'll skip the key, but I need to face it. Whatever those feet belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm gonna die, if they're going to kill me, at least I know what kill looks like. A cold comfort. So with deep breath, I summon every inch of my courage I left within me and shift my gaze upwards. No. Please.
Please, don't hurt me.
Without thinking, I scramble towards the door. I fumble to open it, but it won't budge.
Stay away! Go away! Please, Lord, make it go away!
Why now? Why moment open now? My heart sinks a real dawn to tie. I'm locked in with this thing.
Let me out! Let me out! Lord, please, let me out!
I'm slowly approaching me as a wrench at the door and I finally back and forth. Yes. Yeah, there's technically speaking a QA key or a quick time event, but due to a lot of the time, a lot of people complain that the QA things are just like very pointless in the game. I turned it off because I felt like it. So let me turn on my mic a bit because, yeah. Yes! The fork finally swung open. I couldn't have been happier. Wasting no time, I leap at the door and I didn't look back. My feet pound against the floor in a rhythm with loud, fast beating of my heart. By the time I rushed past the hallway, I found myself atop the grand staircase. My chest feels so tight it looks like going to burst, but there's nothing compared to the feeling of hope, the sigh the exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, I breathe heavily, skating my hands, shoe slips, and I found myself falling until my back hits the ground and a pack wrecks my body. My head grows fuzzy, my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
No. Go away.
The last thing I see are their feet before I all know it's darkness. Dot dot dot. A buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pull into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just wanted to sleep, but the instant buzzing, poking and prodding isn't letting me. All matters may not be in comfort's place, but it doesn't make me any more easy to wake up. Isabella.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at what nudging persisted at my side. I can't just get in there for a few minutes for sleep today. I promise I'll work hard once I am up. A hand slightly taps my cheek and something colder suddenly presses against my back of my head. The ice it slowly spreads through the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling.
Isabella? Gosh, can you hear me? Isabella?
A fog immediately lifted from my mind. A moment I recognized the voice and my eyes snapped open. There, looking down at me, is Rose, and another woman limited beside her. My attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask there's someone else with her. Rose postured, the screaming worried, although she keeps a straight face, or trying at least. I can't help but make a feeling of her threats. A wave of dizziness waging over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Lucky the feeling of substance after a few seconds until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With little assistance of Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice bag and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed. It was light-edged area.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Why? Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13, 12. No, that's wrong. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
This time, I'm curiously regarding the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her with her towers over us. And there I thought Rose was already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews? But how supernal this dress is. I don't think anyone could want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit with that. The gloves alone may already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from the cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during the evaluation.
Just do it, please.
I ate them both wordly with everything as she has asked. Rose releases a brief relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright?
Expression soon replaced the dull age. The memory's a little fussed, but the attic...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last-minute...
No, not any of those. I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Both Rose and the lady look at me like with a ground in their heads. Did I say something weird? Rose quickly casts an polished smile at the woman before awkwardly silently stretching on the fur. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still a trainee. I should have showed this to troubled recliners to avoid, just she advised. It's also the same one as given me done something particularly absurd to make of cost a lose potential sale. Her eyes are serious, but she turns back to me. He tucks both of my shoulders, gently squeezing the pages as she busts.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you.
See, it's haunted.
You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really alright? What happened?
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's... whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion. Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in my head. An extremely minor bump. I've had it worse than I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I may lose the bonus BSC promise, but that's completely besides the point. Rose gave me a skeptical look when I returned a cold press to her and I pushed myself to the floor. I've used the staircase railing to steady myself, but otherwise I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchange a worried glance as Rose assumes a competitive look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation if she says no.
Alright, you win.
Alright, you win. A smile threatens to slip out from me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
It's just a small bump. Don't worry.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Suddenly a small coughs. Sounds again for the boy in the foyer, interrupting her butt. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us. She stares, making a shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. ... Well, she is, but not in the scary negative way. From far, it actually her demeanor and simple commands and airs impatience and respects. In a different world, a youngster me would have probably wished to be like her. A lack of response, he coughs again, lifting her well-trimmed eyebrows at me. Question when words got caught in my throat aside, and Rose, as usual, swifts to the catch by blunder.
My sincerest apologies, Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
Marianne McCulloch. Jans Rose her business cards. Xbill.com. Okay, Marianne McCollin, Trailer Rose designer, interior designer, McCollin's dash or slash xmail.com or dial 445387071836 and you'll get a fucking call from me. The words interior designer catch my eyes before my partner flips it over. Oh, probably someone interested in management for the 17th century influence. Then I won't hold it against her, though. Despite the hearsay and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion originally fitting and furniture had been kept completely intact and restored to the precise condition. I suppose some people find the trip to the past feeling appealing. After all, with what it offers, this place could have all been for people looking to live somewhere with classic historic charm.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough. In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please...
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Ruth, confusedly impossible to miss, puts a glance at me and returns with an ecstatic look. And against my better judgment, I blur out the first quest comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crossed her face, but instantly disappeared under the mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
It is, but...
She paused, possibly trying to find a right word to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. Yeah, that was the right choice. Because if you would have picked like that, you had a different option. Like a different way for a relationship going. Therefore, a few months I've given enough time to clear my nervous account.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
I almost flinched when he turned a gaze on me by standing on the ground beside it. Isn't like I haven't dealt with the awkward situation like this before. I may screw up at times, but it doesn't mean I've learned a thing or two in 5 years I've been working the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods, seemingly in deep thought. After I finished, she appears to be a reasonable person anyway, giving the proper explanations she had surely understood.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
With a slight wave in her hand, she leaves us. She seems to be at the end of it. Both Rose and I branched a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thump she gives me for doing the good job. I can't help but swell with pride. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number of the Luxembourg office and check, even if she didn't ask for it. I will be very frustrated if, for some reason, someone has already decided without my knowledge or Rose's knowledge. The whole new level of unfair. I've been working hard on this. Moments later, mid-call, it returns, looking a little frustrated with the apology there and a clear the face. I feel a little sorry for having to go for all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella? I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
Rose took a glance at the wristband before tossing me the set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double-check those papers.
Okay, got it.
The two of them disappear behind a parlor door. The departure brings with a stillness to keep my company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this is possible not to think of really happening. I wish the memory isn't a valid place. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive a call from me. Was it a paranoia? A temporary lapse after all hearing those tales about the place? Probably. I want to think of it as such. Better to think as such work of peace, except the small of my mind begs to differ. And if I'm gonna completely with myself, I was nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. I don't know what in this house, and I don't want to know. The keys and rose have been handed me thick in the palm, a jagged edge creating swell my skin for me hard to clutch on. It reminds of what still needs to be done and why we have kept this job in the first place. Hanging my blazer close to my body, I exited the house to get to host asked. Just a few more hours as well. Sell the house to get the money. Water break. Okay. A flock of people have already gathered at the mansion front yard by the time we officially opened the doors. I'm not sure whether I should feel baffled or underdressed standing in those ponies. Men and women with velvet satis, all dressed to the nines with the fancy suits and lovely dresses, varied colors, composed in a middle-sized crowd. Their necks, arms, and figures are adorned with silver and gold glittering in the afternoon sun. Some even have ridiculously fancy feathered hats on their heads. I really hope they aren't any matchbits living nearby like the stories those brutes will have the field. And today they are mumbling among themselves, looking at a state fairly placidly, with some arguing about whose mention has been supported after ticket. Most have stopped as Rose called for their attention. They don't look too pleased as being ordered around, but what can they do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Hearing this, a few wander to me. There are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. Miss Kakale also joins our group, but what really catches my eyes is the elegant dressed pair approach.
It's so nice to finally meet you! When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you!
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Oh, you know each other?
Yeah, that's gonna be a plot point for later.
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Ah, they must be the clients you were talking about. I might have seen their face somewhere before, some magazine or television. I can't quite remember. But then again, most of our guests have been likely ended up in the news one way or another. I won't be surprised if those two already have. For people who are popular though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others, and in the simplicity the couple stands out. The woman particularly is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the men with wandering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind though. If I'm going to be a bit bolder in assumption, I say he's basking in attention. Both of them in facts. I think they are brother and sisters. If it wasn't for their public display of affection, the matching rings to their fingers just sent to the fact that indeed a couple. Whether a couple or not, what supports to get the deal closed, but before the current owners has even think of cancelling the listing. I just hope one of these in my or Rose group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so with the paper in hand, I lead the way. They aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another. They ask questions for how the rest of the prestige went, for the history of displays, or answer them all. More than happy to talk about the art pieces and the art stack mostly. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legends. That is good material for still talk, even if the entire population of Luxembourg knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty.
even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I've stopped talking to her, Tessa's already somewhere else.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of stuff.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am.
Story.
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
The rest of the conversation gets lost in chattering of their companions. I don't know what to make an assumption yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Oh please, let these guys be the one! Eventually our group reaches the kitchen. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of the effort has been put to retaining the room's classical appeal. Opening hearts at the end of the room in particular looks amazing, like the ones I've only seen in fairy tale books. The map props to the cleaning crew. Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the salt and tear staining the bricks and how much the pain in the arse cleaning this, they still managed to pull this off. Or making it look presentable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet! An underground wine cellar.
It's the first of the kind the great speaks up, mister. Look right, my memory supply is from the former they saw earlier. It's not an attraction that catch me off guard since they started the tour. Only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time something lighted up in his eyes and a mention of undercove. What's so interesting about the basement? I don't really understand rich people sometimes. They love wine. Their wine collection. Right now, he's giving me an impression of a child who's been absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way. My younger siblings, especially on the grown man. It's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
There's a complimentary expression of Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything for his wife, however, seems really pleased as she started to show interest of, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's mind work, but sure as hell I know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score! I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes without a hitch. After more than half an hour, we were able to cover almost every room in the ground floor and heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time BRC has had a survey of the property, I kept complaining of how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurts. Maybe this time is by excitement over the possible sale. When we reached the parlor, however, the off feeling rushed over me. It started with a small goosebump on my skin, feeling being watched instantly. Whispering in my ear, shadows dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Dark silhouettes are gone when I turn to look. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick as I started to break out a cold sweat. I can't do this anymore. I need to sit down for a moment. They requested for a break anyway. If I can
Excuse me, everyone. We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
Let them sit while I retreat to the quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. Not what you think. I could probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about. I'm left alone for a good while. Same words spilling out my lips as well there until hands tap on my shoulder.
Hello, you there? Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hannah. Call me Hannah. I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
I completely stopped. The sick feeling plagued me, suddenly gone, replaced by... Is this a joke? She looks to be...
Wait, ma'am, you see... But we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stopped further speaking and further put behind her shoulder. For a moment, she was trying to smile. She looks at the taste of parlor sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me.
Money is not a
problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hannah. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but I really want with the chats. More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person. But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon. And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I'm not trying to whine when her nails dig into my shoulder. Oh. It gives me...
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and what's this?
Look for confusing the side pair of face, turning back to Hansby and
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
So it's better I'm puzzled. You mean Rose and I double-checked everything? The papers handed enough?
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
Spell back.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying...
And hear the rest, she said after that. He'll stare down the paper and
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
didn't even notice when Rose grew to join us the parlor. Nothing more to say, but nothing alright. This place.
The letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
So careless.
Rose,
The words are stuck in my throat. I want to tell her, I really do, but is it going to believe me? You did suspicious me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. There's really something in the house, the attic. Just please believe me.
Dear me, is Isabella alright?
Ma'am Hannah's voice breaks through the hazy beginning to cloud my mind. Rose is looking down at me, weary etching of the features. Didn't even note when she removed the wrinkled paper from my hand and pushed me down near my chest. Vision, I could only see Miss Collin. Passing food, several glasses of water. It's all Mr. Wright standing in the silence. Although curious, he appears more indulged to watch the scene that helps. They are all like to believe me, Rose does. To everyone, whatever in the house, it's just a hoax, a cautious tale for
Isabella, do you need me to call that ambulance?
children. She asks me a drink, but I push it away. I need to get out of here before it causes bigger commotion. Clean. Take a breath. Take my mind on things. No one's going to believe me anyway.
no. I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me. I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath.
Bowing my head, I muttered a quick apology and gathered my stuff to make a quick exit. Doesn't matter, this place is haunted or not, I've caused trouble. Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to
Isabella, wait!
and must be quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifted to something more gentler, her eyes softer, and fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitantly completely trailing off, over shifting the gaze on her hands. It smells just as tall. The figures are fitting with a piece of folded paper. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, and I take it nevertheless. There's an automatic response when I desire to have to come back. I'll throw it away if I can. I'll have to niggle, feeling that one way or another I'll find back to be regardless of what.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly, and we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
Mine stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere. I can see you, And let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She claps my hands together in front of her eyes, pleading for understanding, and I do understand to some extent. That doesn't mean I feel less awful. Whether at myself at the unlucky turns of situation taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Whenever she bursts out a giggle, earning us a strange look from the gas mailing of the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget a mishap that happens. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with this, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out for this one.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
He's gone before I can voice my more complaints. Left with nothing else to do, I found myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors lingering in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass window. Others seem to be admiring the priceless antique decoration of the room. One group of the elderlies gathered some across from me. Accompanied a friendly barter when it cost more to buy. A little argument here and occasional laughter and teaser there. I smiled to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing for the past few months. Rose is probably right, I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon hangover will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours earlier from what I've told him, but he did ask me to call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a right back. He offered, so I might well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll accept the latter, personally convince all that. Honestly, there's something I could admire in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me is that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose offer too, but despite what she said, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Honoring her for a favor as small as the last thing I could do right now. A couple of minutes, a few prayers, asking for a decent signal later. They finally call the connection ends.
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys, watch out! Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys, watch out! Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude.
What?
Pretty fly for
Shit,
an
how
Asian
loud
guy.
is this thing even?
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys, watch out! Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys, watch out! Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys, watch out!
After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Of all the times to...
Cool dude.
Ashton Frey!
What happens next time is something I surely regret later if I have enough recording. Oh god. He jumped, letting an awful yell, followed by his phone slipping out of his grip. Bounced one hand, the other towards head to catch. That's feel sorry for the phone, the floor. But it's not every day we can catch someone with Ash off guard and get reaction. Damn his stupid detective sense. I'll take every inch of victory I can get now, no matter how small. An awkward pause passed between us. A blink, a cough. He makes a face. And then he took the 2 quick moves, he ducks and proceeds to abuse Gadget while like a grin threats to break out of my lip. It doesn't meet my eyes when he's straightened, but flushes crap by his neck and cheeks. Who knows where we have been known each other for 5 years, suffering through this teasing isn't a day to current chance here, and I'll find that adorable. Endearing even. Unfortunately, this isn't the kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of the obnoxious calm and the collective dispassion.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way! Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Haha, funny Ash. Fuck you.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looked like a cat that swallowed a cannery. Suddenly, checking over nook and crannies in the phone for any damage or scratches seems more interesting than David displayed himself.
Ash.
Ash. Say it now. You can see that it's still a while till we're done. Fuck! And it's been 2 hours almost.
I could be looking to buy a house.
A mansion?
A mansion, really, Ash? Fuck.
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
You messing with me?
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
A catch of glitter something behind me. The parlor? Curious, I followed his gaze before I could figure out what it caught. His attention, he placed a hand on his shoulder and turned back to me.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how this works and anything why he's here. At my confused look, he dropped the hand resting on my arm and he touched some particularly hot and casual rubs on his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Things must have been... As he paused, giving me a long stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is. For Ash giving me how often looks everything on the core. Avoid his eyes, hoping he'd drop the subject and won't ask me any more questions. The last thing I wanted to tell him about what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, the last person I ever think about telling it, if I can't help. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he'd helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and supernatural, I'll never believe those ever, even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe from Becca. On a good day, the most harmless things he'll do is give you the explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable and he'll poke fun of you every single chance he gets. Ashhole. What did I ever do to him? What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Beck or Zach. I can't already imagine how things will go down the moment to spill the word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before I catch my attention, I shoved the letter deep in my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as I open the door. Not the usual autumn draft, but still welcoming change was sniffing inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quickly behind me, the soles of his shoes stumbling hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cannade as he rushed to catch me. He called out once, twice. The man still looms in the background, whispering, calling me back, shadowing the key. Help me.
spend the ride to Luxembourg quite matter with an only radio disjoint hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles where it's on the respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if I further glance, he's been sending away any signs. I know there have been thing in the kitchen and asking for left attention, making my eyes strain on the passing scenery outside, so I hope that my disinterest will stune him.
Here.
All of a sudden he tossed me something for a small compartment on the sides. It had been cleaning its chin before I could make with the catch it. Small packets making a soft landing on the lap.
Sorry.
The glad to whip him smoothly. He clears his throat and focuses on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring it, I flipped the half-forgot the package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I get every chance of the night because I cue my stomach rumbles and an empty, gone feeling in the belly becoming noticeable. No surprise there, I skipped lunch and breakfast and lunch so I could catch Master while I break. I was hoping to get a small meal after, I guess, with everything going on has forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling new to me though. If anything, it's just one of those things I've gotten used to over the years up. My fangs then I tear up the packs and start nibbling on the edge of the bars. Apart from the acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after the small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting the earful Rebecca and Rose, it's nice to be able to sit someone who's not going to nag at me.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hellbent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
Smile to kind of scream, I'm right, I told you so. I hate this one. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Or if I didn't botch it with the rights. Why, of all times, did I have to screw up like that in front of the important customer, no less? I own a Rose to pick a policy. Hope she likes the free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
I meant as a joke, but how close it was to truth made the blood run in Montbert's chest. All at once, the letter in my back feels a whole lot heavier burden.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the rights, was it?
I can't answer that.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours. That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
Nova's asterisk, but shameless update something else is better than overly lying to him. Besides, never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it or because he's just really very good at it. His job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance from me and returning it back to the road when he was making a sharp turn. Outside, the sun was already starting to descend, casting a vibration orange glow on the tall building. I wondered how long before we reached the venue of the Zack film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash has taken a longer route. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Memes! We got a meme!
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch in his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It only makes his head bigger, stupid Ash.
Alright, lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
Recount of what he's been doing in the time we have seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, this big case has been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in a brief time to catch each other online. Although most of the trimmed down version, only things could tell, he always been careful about it. Even in his way, his spines, his answer to my questions is enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes a straightened tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't know much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they kept slipping out of your fingers? If you weren't in his shoes, I'd definitely use my mind. His stories never ceased to entertain, regardless. If things weren't that way, they weren't back home, maybe I could have considered taking the same job as him. Well, nope, not really, Mama. Mama would never allow that, but the idea is still there, along with the countless other things I've let go. Time passed quickly between us in the matters. Before I know it, we're already at the movie house. Okay, it's been 2 hours, and we're probably about, yeah, somewhere about half of the thing. And personally, as much as I love the game, obviously I don't want to really rush it, because I feel like, one, I could make it a lovely series, and two, apparently the fucking letter is about like 20 hours, and I'm not gonna sit through that all the way. I would rather split it up into multiple parts, like a lot of parts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to mention. There's just that. While we're here, we can actually look at the gallery, because the gallery actually allows you to visit all the backgrounds, the items, and all the CGs, which is also fun. And the epilogue, but the epilogue I haven't unlocked yet. Oh, also achievements, kind of. So, make your first decision, find a letter, win the QA key, pass the Hannah, Luke, and Mariana. There's a lot, but we'll see. Yeah, that was pretty much it, you know? I'm like, yeah, I do hope you guys loved it, even though the stream didn't go really well with, like, my VTuber model not working correctly. But I do hope to stream this very quickly again. So yeah, I'll see you guys very soon again. See ya.